Welcome to Homes and Lifestyles in Georgia, the ultimate guide to homes and lifestyles in the heart of the Peach State with your host, Frida Kalina. Get ready to explore the vibrant and diverse communities that make Georgia so special. We will take a dive deep into the world of buying, selling, and investing in real estate in Georgia. Join us as we sit down with industry-leading professionals, top-notch agents, and savvy investors who will share their insights, strategies, and insider tips to help you make informed decisions and maximize your real estate opportunities. So let's get ready for another great episode of Homes and Lifestyles in Georgia with your host, Frida Kalina.
Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to my show, Homes and Lifestyle in Georgia. And I'm Frida Kalina, and every week I have a guest that gives us information about the process of buying or selling a home. And I'm so excited because today we have Tracee Randall with Your Finishing Touches, and she is a stager. And so, which is very important. Tracee, welcome to the show. How are you today?
Fantastic, Frida. Thank you so much for having me. Super excited to be here.
Yes, well, I'm excited that you're here. I was walking through a house this morning, and I thought about you because they're getting ready to put their house on the market, and it was a mess. It was a mess. They need some staging. So, what do you think about one of the first things to do when preparing your house to sell? What should somebody do?
Well, obviously, you think I'm going to answer, you need to stage it. And that's true. But honestly, Frida, the first thing that people need to do is find a great real estate agent like you that they can connect with. Yeah, I mean, that's so important. And finding a real estate agent that does know the value of staging, decluttering, those types of things, and who's really got a great marketing sense about them and you know, all of those things. But you got to click with your real estate agent, and I think that's hugely important. So that'd be the first step that I would say you should do when you're thinking about selling your home.
Okay, well, that's I agree with that too. And a real estate agent does make a difference. Some people don't think that. They think even in a market where homes sell, you know, you can get anybody to sell it, but you can run into a lot of issues. Just like if somebody's thinking maybe staging or not staging, the market's getting it's cooling down, and now we're needing stagers more than ever. Your house needs to stand out, correct?
Yeah, and you know, Frida, you mentioned that you went to a house today and that house needed staging. Well, I've walked hundreds of stages, hundreds of homes that are being prepared to list over the Atlanta area, and I've never walked into any home that didn't need a little bit of help. And the reason is because we don't live the way we want to present our house whenever we're having buyers come in. We just don't. We have usually too much furniture. We've bought things over the years, so nothing really clicks. And staging, what it does is it's so subconscious when a person comes in to a buyer comes in to look at a house. Right when they walk in the front door, what I like to do is I like to create what I call the wow factor. And most homes don't have it naturally. Again, I love staging occupied homes where people have lived in their home for, any amount of years. It always is going to need some tweaking. And we want to help create that wow factor, that emotion when the person opens the front door and goes, wow. And that's when they fall in love with the home.
That is so true, because I've showed most houses don't have the wow factor, but when you do, it's just like they get so excited to see the rest of the house. So I really love when I am in a house that does have that wow factor. When you walk into the home, they want to see more. So what would you say to people that are thinking, the market's good and I don't need a stager, it's going to sell anyway, even though, like I said, the market's starting to cool down? But what would you say to that, even when homes are selling? And some in certain locations will still sell, fast.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, priced right, any home will sell. There's no doubt about that. But the answer to that question is, I'm going to go back to some testimonies back maybe even a year ago when the hot market was so hot. People were getting $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 over asking. It was crazy out there, the wild, wild west. And the market is still very hot. You're right, it's cooling down, but it's still very hot because there's more buyers than there are sellers. But during that time, even during that time when it was crazy out there, see, everybody heard the success stories. Everybody heard about the house that sold 20 and 30,000 over, but no one was bragging about the house that sat on the market for months and months and wasn't even getting asking price or any offers. Well, during that process, Frida, we staged probably 50 homes during that process where it had sat on the market for 90 days, no offers. So we went in, staged it professionally, like we do. We helped, we helped with some curb appeal and really some things that the agent had been telling the sellers they needed to do, but it takes that third party validation like me sometimes, as you know, so you nodding your head. And we went and staged it, help the homeowner stage their home, and they put it right back on the market at the same price or sometimes even higher because it looks so much better. And of the 50 that we did during that process, at least 75 to 85% of them sold or went under contract that first weekend at asking and over. So really, I think there was a false sense of security there, and still is with homeowners. If you want to sell your house at top dollar, and that's what you want, right? You want the most for your investment. Really, staging is going to increase your offers by 10 to 12%, according to the experts. And I find it even more so, and you're going to get more offers.
Yes. I totally agree, because I have seen some of the houses that sit and then, they take it off the market, they stage it, they do some painting, they do some carpet, make it look better. It comes back on the market. It's like a different home, and boy, it just goes fast like that. So I think that's very important. So, hey, we're going to stop real quick and go to a commercial break. We'll be right back, and we're going to have lots more things to talk about with Tracee, but let's take a break.
Are you ready to sell your home? Look no further. Introducing Frida Kalina, the real estate agent who gets results. With years of experience and a proven track record, Frida knows how to sell your home quickly and at the right price. From stunning photography to strategic marketing, Frida leaves no stone unturned. She'll showcase your home's best features and attract qualified buyers in no time. Leave the stress behind and let Frida handle the negotiations with her expert skills. She'll get you the best deal, ensuring your satisfaction every step of the way. Don't settle for less. Choose Frida Kalina as your real estate agent. Call her today and let her sell your home for top dollar.
Welcome back to my show, Homes and Lifestyle in Georgia. I'm Frida Kalina, and I'm here today with a special guest. Her name is Tracee Randall, and she is a stager. So I'd like to welcome you, Tracee, and I would like to ask you a question, because some people may not know. What is a stager, and what is staging?
Great question. I'm so glad you asked that. People do have misconceptions about exactly what we do as a stager, especially if you haven't sold a house in a very long time. So what we do as stagers is, and I may be a little different than other stagers. I don't know. I do have some experience in flipping houses and preparing houses to list that we own, not as a real estate agent, but as an investor. And so what I do is I go over to the home, and I'll walk through the home, starting at the curb and the front door, and go into the home with the homeowner. We talked about the wow factor. And the first thing that I want to do is I want to help them decide what needs to go and what needs to stay. And, so many times they'll spend way more money than they need to, Frida, on things that don't matter because they think they have to do that. I can truly save them a lot of money. In many, many times, they don't have to do some of the things they think they need to do, because a good stager is going to take and choose a color palette that's going to be congruent from the front door all through the home. We're going to make it look like a model home. We're going to make it look like no one lives there. If it's an occupied stage, the people, we're really great at using the people's furniture. We want to maximize as much of the person's furniture as possible. And believe me, even furniture that looks and feels outdated, when we stage it, we can really create updated look using the accessories, the art. So typically what I'm finding is too much furniture. I'll go through each room by room and say, hey, let's rearrange this room so that it flows better when it's being showed, when it's being shown. Or maybe, hey, let's remove some of this artwork that is a little outdated. Let's create a new look for this room. And I go room by room. And of course, I'm going to focus Frida, on the main floor of the house, or the main rooms of the main part of the house, the kitchen, the living room, the dining room. Anything they see when they walk in the front door, I'm going to make sure those rooms look amazing. And then beyond that, usually the main owner suite and, all of that. And I like to touch all the bathrooms too. Bathrooms, really need some oomph, I think. So, but I'll just go in and I'll create a list of things for the owners to remove. And maybe they'll remove it into the garage, or we'll find a space in the home that we can store some things in. It's not always necessary that they have to get a storage unit or anything like that. We can help them find ways so that when you're showing the house, it doesn't feel cluttered. People can walk through there easily. The rooms look and feel bigger. And because it's got the beautiful color scheme all put together, wow, people just really want to buy that home,
They want to buy it, and all the accessories and all the furniture stay, right?
Right. Sometimes.
Yeah, I like what you said about, sometimes people spend too much money and they don't have to. And I have gone to listing appointments before where somebody would be all proud of, they just painted this, they just got new flooring, they did this and that. And I look at it, and one house I'll never forget, every room had a different color. Every room had a different flooring, and they just spent all this money. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you should have called us first, because that is crazy.
It's so true. And, they think they're doing the right thing, and they might find fixtures on sale, or, this or that, and it's mixed matched, and it really just doesn't, like you said, look congruent, and it doesn't look, well, the offers aren't as high when it doesn't all come together like it's been designed to do. And, that's so true. And, they're looking at maybe last year's trends, or, some outdated trends themselves. I tell people, stay in your lane. Let the real estate agent do what they're great at, and let the stager do what they're great at. We'll work together as a team, and we'll help you sell your home at top dollar.
Yes. I mean, what they don't know, just like you. That's and right. We don't know what we don't know in another profession, like an attorney's job or a mortgage person. So right. You're right. Stay in your own lane. And I like how you start from the outside, because some people over the years, when I have been showing a house, some people, they see the outside and they don't even want to go in. Right. The yard looks unkept. Maybe the siding needs some help or needs some work. So you start at the outside. Is that correct?
I do. Yeah. And also because, there's several different styles of homes, what's the look and feel of the home on the outside? Is it a modern build? Is it a traditional? Is it a farmhouse? Where is it located? What do the homes around it look like? I look at all of that. When I'm driving down the street, I'm looking at those homes. I'm looking at those homes that have just sold. I asked the real estate agent to send me the comps on the home, because I want it to, if they're looking, for top dollar, then I'm going to show them how they can help make their home look top dollar. I have a quick story. This is such a great story. It's one of my favorites. It's for a client named Betsy. She lived in a condominium, real small apartment. She'd lived there for 25 years, and it was time, the older people were moving out. She was a senior. The new people were moving in. And of course, the new millennials and buyers, they wanted everything all updated and beautiful, and all the fixtures and everything. And she really didn't have the money to do that. And of course, her home definitely looked outdated. It was 25, it was probably 50-year-old furniture and, and accessories. So what we did with Betsy is we did a little bit of painting in her kitchen is all. Mm-hmm. We added new hardware on her kitchen cabinets, which isn't part of staging, but part of kind of what we do, our services. And then We took all of her art off the walls. We put it all, helped her store it all in one of the bedrooms that we weren't going to necessarily show. Removed a little bit of the furniture. She had too much. Put it in that same bedroom. We added pillows and art and throws and a couple of updated pieces of furniture that were really fun and caught the buyer's eye. And here's the deal. Betsy, so the other condos in that same place, she was freaking out because they were selling, pretty high. And but all of her comps all had brand new kitchen, brand new bathrooms, brand new everything. And she was getting a little pushback from the neighbors going, we don't want you to lower the, what is it? The price,
the value of
the value of our, So she was feeling really bad that she couldn't do it. I said, look, we're going to make this look so good. So the end of the story is she put it on the market, no upgrades in the bathrooms, no upgrades in the kitchen, a little bit of paint. And girl, she sold that house first weekend or under contract first weekend. And it was the highest that had been sold in the whole community. And it was really the staging that did it. I mean, not to brag, but it was the staging that did it. We transformed that house, but we had her 50-year-old furniture in there, and it was great.
Oh my God, that's a great story, and you should brag on that. That is wonderful. I bet she was very happy. But those pillows do the trick sometime, right? Just
a little bit of well-placed artwork. A few little throw pillows and pillows. And updated shower curtain and just simple things make such a huge difference, so yeah.
All right. Well, hey, Tracee, we're going to if you can hang on, we're going to take a commercial break real quick and we'll be right back to talk more about staging.
Awesome.
Are you in the market for your dream home? Look no further. Introducing Frida Kalina, your expert residential real estate agent. Frida has more than 25 years experience in the real estate industry and will guide you every step of the way on your home buying journey. Buying a home is one of life's biggest decisions, and that's why she is committed to providing personalized service tailored to your needs. Let Frida find the home that checks all your boxes and brings a smile to your face. Contact Frida today and let her help you find your dream home. Remember, it's not just about buying a house. It's about finding a place you can truly call home.
Welcome back, everybody. Anyway, let's talk more to Tracee about staging. And I had a few questions come up. People are wondering, what is the cost of the staging and who pays for staging a home? So Tracee,
okay, so there's a lot of variation between different companies, staging companies. I am a small family-owned business, and my husband and I, work together on this, and we have a couple of people that help us. We don't have a lot of overhead, so I would guess that my pricing is probably a little bit maybe better than some of the large companies, but we do great work. But my occupied stage, and so the cost of the staging was going to depend on several things, Frida. It's going to depend on the size of the home, the square footage of the home, the price point, the listing price. The bigger the home, the more things we have to do maybe in there. It's going to depend on how much work I really need to do. Some homes, and so it's really hard to say until I see a home. Typically what I'll do is I will charge $200 to go walk the property. I can walk it with or without the agent, doesn't matter. I always talk to the agent. What are you looking for? What do you think? What are you listing for? And then I'll go walk the home. And the $200, typically I've found the agents are willing to pay for, because I think a lot of times owners don't really understand the value of staging until they walk the house with me. You can talk about it all day long, but until they walk it with me, but what I do when I go in there is I get them super excited, and I really educate them during the process on the value that this is going to bring to their home. And not only is it perceived value for the buyers, it's also it's going to add value to the appraisal. the appraisers are going to absolutely see more value. So I can typically sell the homeowner, if you will, on the power of staging.
Okay.
And then I get from them kind of what kind of is their budget? What do they want looking to spend? Most of the time, they're always going to be a little bit under what they're always going to try to undercut. But I also show them the value again. But
Yes.
depending on the home, I mean, it could be as low as $500 for a full stage, depending on what I need to do, all the way up to, several thousand. But I'd say the average for, say a 2,000 square foot home, that's normal, and the price range in the mid 300s to 500s is going to be between $800 to $1,000, which is incredible. And also, I do apply the $200 walkthrough fee to the stage. So, that's a nice service. And I find that real estate agents that bring me aboard, they also are seen as more professional. I know what you do, Rita, is so competitive. People out there, there's so many real estate agents. Who do they choose? And they've got so much pressure. But having a real estate agent that says, hey, I'm going to pay for a professional stager to come in and walk through and give you some ideas. And if that's all they do, they're still going to get value from what we do in that walkthrough, even if they don't go forward. But honestly, I've never had anyone not go forward.
I can imagine. I mean that, and you know what? I like to leave it up to somebody else, like the stager, to tell people, because when the realtor tells them, it's just like they don't really. I don't think they really pay attention to us, but when you, the stager, come in and tell them they need to do these things, I think they take it a lot more serious than just me. What are your thoughts?
100%. And it's just that third party validation. It's just hearing it from another person a different way. And what I find is if the real estate agent edifies what I'm going to do, talks about what I'm about to do and why it's so important, and then when I walk the house, I go back and edify the agent and how professional, you are, Frida, and, all of those good things. What it does is it really secures the I guess the teamwork, the relationship between the agent and the client, the homeowner, and all of, and me as well. I think just like when you sell a home as an agent, you become friends usually with your client. Same thing with me, I have, and it's so funny. So most of my clients are like, oh my gosh, I wish I had done this so long ago. I wish I'd brought somebody in, now I don't want to move, but
I know that's what they do sometimes. Like, I think I want to stay here. Yeah. One of my best friends, seriously, was somebody I sold a house to years ago. She didn't have any kids. I didn't now. And then we had 3 boys. Now our boys are adults. But yes, you do make a lot of friends in this business.
Yeah.
But, so I wanted to say, if there's any, we're going to have to wrap it up soon. Is there any last thoughts you want to leave us with? And also, how can somebody get in touch and contact with you to talk to you about staging their home?
Sure. Well, we've talked mostly about occupied staging. I did want to just point out that we also stage vacant homes. Sometimes people have to move to another city or even to another home before they can sell their home. And, they have to vacate the home. Or, I work with a lot of investors that are flipping houses and the house is vacant. We do stage vacant homes as well, and we do it the same way. But this time we're going to be bringing in minimal furniture, the living room, dining room. We'll stage the kitchen and bath and the owner suite. And if there's an office or, just whatever the home needs, we don't go above what we feel like the home really needs to get top dollar. And we do way more than, we always go the extra mile, make it look gorgeous. But we do vacant stages, and those are a little more expensive because now you're using our furniture. And I do want to point out, too, on the pricing that the price is good for 60 days. And then after that, there's you can continue to use it if needed for real minimal fee, every 30 days that can be prorated. So I wanted to make sure and clarify that. But the best way to reach me is to text me first. If I don't have your number programmed in, I'm unlikely going to answer it, but I will respond to a text right away. And my number is 770-453-2510. Just text me, tell me you heard about my staging, and we'll take it from there. I do have a Facebook page called Tracee Randall, real estate investor, I believe it is. I don't know. We'll have to get it on there. That's why I'm like, I'm not sure. It's Tracee Randall, your finishing touches. So anyway, we'll get the link up. But that way you can look at some of my before and after pictures and some of the fun things that we do out there.
Okay, and I have seen your before and after pictures in home, so many that you stage, and they are beautiful, amazing. She does an amazing job. So anyway, get in touch with her if you need some staging. And thank you so much, Tracee, for taking your time out and visiting with me today and talking and tell me about staging. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much.
Frida, thank you so much for having me. It was fun, and really appreciate all you do for the for the community. You are just everywhere. You're just adorable. You're fun to watch, and I know that whoever uses you to list their home or to buy their home are in the best hands possible. But thank you for today's interview. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. We'll catch you next week on our next show, which is Friday, 10:30 a.m. And we'll have another awesome guest to give us information about buying or selling a home. God bless.
Discover the path to a successful home sale with Sell Your Home with Confidence in Any Market by real estate expert Frida Kalina. This comprehensive book is filled with invaluable tips and proven strategies that empower home sellers to achieve success regardless of whether they're navigating a buyer's market or seller's market. If you are planning to sell your home with confidence in any market is a must. Order your copy today and unlock the secrets to selling your home effectively in any market.
Attention ministry leaders. Have you ever considered growing your ministry with television? Well, the Daily Gospel Network could be what you've been looking for. As one of the nation's largest Christian broadcasting companies, the Daily Gospel Network broadcasts all over the world on popular streaming platforms like Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. If you're looking to grow and reach more people, the Daily Gospel Network could be your solution.
Are you ready to sell your home? Look no further. Introducing Frida Kalina, the real estate agent who gets results. With years of experience and a proven track record, Frida knows how to sell your home quickly and at the right price. From stunning photography to strategic marketing, Frida leaves no stone unturned. She'll showcase your home's best features and attract qualified buyers in no time. Leave the stress behind and let Frida handle the negotiations with her expert skills. She'll get you the best deal, ensuring your satisfaction every step of the way. Don't settle for less. Choose Frida Kalina as your real estate agent. Call her today and let her sell your home for top dollar.
Looking for inspiration, motivation, and the good news of Jesus Christ? Look no further. The Daily Gospel Network has what you need. With more than 300 ministries from all over the country broadcasting every week, you're sure to get your dose of spirit-filled encouragement from the great programs on the Daily Gospel Network. Catch the Daily Gospel Network on Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, all mobile devices, and the internet.
Thanks for tuning into Homes and Lifestyles in Georgia, the ultimate guide to homes and lifestyles in the heart of the Peach State with your host, Frida Kalina. Each week, Frida is going to take a dive deep into the world of buying, selling, and investing in real estate in Georgia. Join us next time as we sit down with industry-leading professionals, top-notch agents, and savvy investors who will share their insights, strategies, and insider tips to help you make informed decisions and maximize your real estate opportunities. So until next week, God bless from your friends at Homes and Lifestyles in Georgia with your host, Frida Kalina.
Ministry leaders. Have you ever considered growing your ministry with television? Well, the Daily Gospel Network could be what you've been looking for. As one of the nation's largest Christian broadcasting companies, the Daily Gospel Network broadcasts all over the world on popular streaming